Paris, France, 1 month later. King Louis XIV's war council was a den of wolves. Lucas stood before the Sun King himself, surrounded by French generals, spies, and mercenary captains. "The Dutch grow arrogant," Louis said, his voice like silk over steel. "They must be reminded of their place." A map was unfurled, the United Provinces, ripe for invasion. Lucas's task? Train the French dragoons in Prussian tactics. But one man objected, Marquis de Louvois, the king's war minister. "A German dog teaching Frenchmen?" he sneered. "Absurd." Lucas met his gaze. "I've killed more men than you've commanded." The room fell silent. Louis smiled. "Let us see what the butcher can do." Eastern Europe, winter 1670. The muskets cracked like thunder across the frozen marsh. Smoke curled into the gray dawn as men screamed, their blood turning the snow crimson. Captain Lukas von Reuter, a Prussian cavalry officer, spurred his horse through the chaos. His saber flashed, cutting down a Polish hussar who had broken through the lines. Around him, his men, the Iron Company, fought like devils, their black and silver uniforms splattered with mud and gore. But the Poles were too many. A cannonball tore through the ranks, sending bodies flying. Lucas felt hot shrapnel slice his cheek. He roared orders, but the retreat had already begun. As he wheeled his horse, he saw his younger brother, Felix, lying in the snow, a Polish lance through his gut. Felix's lips moved. "Run, Lucas." Then the hussars charged again, and the world turned to fire and steel. Chapter 1. The Mercenaries Return. 1,200 words. Brandenburg, Prussia, 3 months later. Lucas von Reuter was no longer a captain. The Battle of the Frozen Marsh had been a disaster. The Iron Company was shattered, his brother dead, and his reputation ruined. The Elector of Brandenburg had stripped him of command, calling him a reckless fool. Now Lucas stood in a filthy tavern in Berlin, drinking away his shame. That's when the stranger approached. "You're von Reuter," the man said, his French accent sharp. "The butcher of Magdeburg." Lucas glared. Magdeburg was a memory he wanted buried. "I have a job for you," the Frenchman continued. "King Louis XIV pays well for men who know war." Lucas should have refused. But gold and vengeance were a tempting mix. Dutch frontier, summer 1670. The cannons roared for 3 days straight. Lucas led a French assault column through the breach in Nijmegen's walls. The Dutch defenders fought like madmen, their orange banners flying defiantly. A musket ball grazed Lucas's temple. Blood blinded him, but he kept charging. Then disaster. The Dutch had mined the streets. The explosions sent men flying. Lucas woke in a burning house, his leg trapped under a beam. A shadow moved, a Dutch officer, pistol raised. "For William," the man spat. Bang! But the shot went wide. A French grenadier tackled the Dutchman. As the battle raged outside, Lucas realized war was no longer about glory. It was survival. Chapter 4. The Traitor's Gambit. 1,500 words. French camp. 1 week later. Lucas limped through the camp, his wounds still fresh. Rumor swirled. A spy was leaking French plans to the Dutch. Then, a dagger in the dark. Lucas awoke to a knife at his throat. "You ask too many questions, Prussian," hissed a masked assailant. A brutal fight ensued. Broken furniture, shattered lanterns, blood on the canvas. Lucas strangled the man, tearing off his mask. It was one of Louvois' agents. The Marquis wanted him dead. Chapter 5. The Battle of the Bloodied Field. 2,000 words. Outside Utrecht. Autumn 1670. The French and Dutch armies clashed at dawn. Lucas, now leading a band of deserters and outcasts, fought not for kings, but for gold. The battle was chaos. Cavalry charges that shook the earth. Pike squares impaling horses and men. Musketeers firing at point-blank range. Then Louvois' betrayal. The French abandoned Lucas's flank, leaving them to die. With no retreat, Lucas did the unthinkable. He ordered a charge straight into the Dutch guns. Men fell like wheat before the scythe. But Lucas kept running. And then a miracle. The Dutch broke. Amsterdam. Winter 1670. Lucas sat in a waterfront tavern. His body a map of scars. A letter arrived from King Louis. Your service is no longer required. No pardon. No reward. A Dutch barmaid placed a drink before him. You look like hell. Lucas Marsh. I've been worse. Outside. The bells tolled. Another war was coming. And Lucas von Reuter would be ready. Themes mercenary brutality. Many soldiers in this era were veterans of the 30 Years' War. Hardened by decades of slaughter. Political betrayal. Kings and ministers used men like pawns, discarding them when convenient. The birth of modern warfare. Linear tactics. Grenadiers and professional armies were placed